بصراحة بطيبة قلبه مش موجود. بصراحة رح حبه بدون حدود. بيحميني بيبقى حدي، بيعمل لي شو ما بدي. عمري حده مليان ورود. لا حبيبي منه مثلن كلن. لا محال جروحي من محلن. عيشني أحلى قصة.
Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday and this is 7:49 a.m. and I'm going to school. So my mom is going to drop me off and I don't really have a class, but I have to meet my friends to do some stuff. So we are going to do that, and other than that I do not think we have any other plans for today. So we'll just go with the flow and see what the day brings. And I don't know if that is all I'm doing today, but I will take my camera everywhere so you guys will see what happens. I am about to have breakfast. I don't know what I'm having for breakfast. I'll just go into the kitchen and check, but I'll start with putting terrarium water because I need my clothes to stand there. Yeah. So see you in school or on my way to school. See you somewhere.
I thought about how I wanted to be chosen by Allah to be someone who is close to him and someone he's pleased with, but how often was I choosing him? Straight up, how often was I choosing him as soon as I heard the adhan? How often was I picking up a Quran instead of my phone? Or how often was I praying the sunnah instead of going literally back on my phone? In what world am I supposed to expect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to choose me when I am literally doing the opposite? And I think that slap in the face is what makes me want to actively choose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the little things really do affect your relationship with him, because what kind of relationship do you have with someone who calls you and every time they call you, you answer like right before they're busy or right before they can't talk anymore? You know what I mean? So think about salat like as oh my god, the freaking analogies that make no sense. Let me think of another analogy. I don't know. It's basically like if somebody wants to hang out with you from like 3 to 4 and you show up at 3:59, and that's my analogy for praying salat late, like praying dhuhr right before asr. Like he literally called you at dhuhr time and you're gonna come at asr time. What kind of relationship would you have with a friend that if you showed up like that? You know what I mean? And that's something that, again, slapped me in the face left and right, y'all.
I'm ready. I'm just waiting for my mom to come back, then we can just go. I wanted to put on the head tie of this outfit, but then I realized I'm not even having class, so what would be the point to overdress, you get? So I just pulled on the cap and the veil combo, so I did not have to dress. I will just go. I don't think I'm spending up to an hour. When I'm done with what I'm doing, it's either I come back home or I go for yaw with my friend. So we'll see when I go there, and if we finish early, then we might take a tour around the school until we're tired, then we'll go back home. Okay? Alright, let's go. So plans have drastically changed. First of all, our mother abandoned us, so we are not going to school with her. We are going by ourselves with public transportation. Yes. Second of all, instead of just going to school to do what I intended to go and do, we suddenly have lectures. So I have to go and attend lectures first before doing what I intended to do. And thirdly, I have not left the estate, but then I left my admission letter at home. So what does that mean? That means that I will not be allowed to enter through the school gate unless I have my admission letter. I have it on my phone, but then they will not even collect the one on my phone. They want to see it physically. Means they will waste my time at the gate. Means what the heck? Why are you not as bothered as me?
He's the one who created us and knows us inside and out. And for him to say, wear hijab, it is good for you, we wear it. Samarna wa ta'na, we hear, we obey. That's just why we do it. So please do not think because you don't like wearing the hijab that you're like not getting rewarded. That is so beyond sincere. You are just doing it for the sake of Allah. That's the most sincere you could ever be. Even praying, I used to think this, even praying salat and you're not fully into it, or you're just getting up because you know you have to and you're not loving it, sincerity. You are only doing it because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you to do it. That's what He loves. I mean, inshallah, our hearts will get to a point where we love praying, where we love wearing hijab, and there are many people who do, and I do at times, of course. But just because sometimes you don't feel that amazing about things does not mean you're not being sincere. It does not mean that you're not getting rewarded or you're not doing it right. Why do we post on Instagram? We want those comments. And I know that we convince ourselves it's not for the comments, and we're like, you know how people say like, oh my God, this is a hot take. You know how people say that girls don't put on makeup for boys? But we do. And it's not for boys only, because I guarantee you, like, girls are even harder critics on girls than boys on girls, if that makes sense, you know? There's a lot of insecurities that we have that boys don't even notice or care about. It's girls that have given us that insecurity. We are our own downfall. And so when people say, oh, I don't wear makeup for boys, okay, but you do wear it for validation, because you're told that if you look this way, if you enhance your features this way, then you're beautiful. So that's why you do it. You don't do it for yourself. You're telling me if we were all blind, you'd still wear makeup? No, you wouldn't. Even if you were not blind and everyone else is blind, you wouldn't wear makeup. There's no point. The point is to look a certain way so that you are accepted. And that doesn't mean that you feel that maybe at the top of your head, but it is very subconscious. It is very subconscious that the clothes we wear and what we put on our face is all to feel validated by either ourselves. You're validating yourself by saying like, whoo, I look like other people now. I'm fine, okay? I'm safe. I'm going to be treated better. Like, I'm chill, okay? Or it's just other people.
Hi guys, I just came back from school and I'm on my way home, and I am hot and sweaty, and I hope to God that there is light at home, because I don't know how I would survive this heat. It's very loud. I want to go and eat food. If there's food. If there's no food, I want to take tea and pancakes. I had a very long day, and the class that we were supposed to have was even cancelled, so that was made easy for me. And I collected my book, the one that I needed. So yeah, basically everything is off my checklist, and the only thing I have to do today is chill. So I'm going to chill.